risky for the Captain Falcon if he's not catching the approaches very well. But if x2Freshx was playing how he's playing before with like strong, heavy knee approaches, I think it could actually work very well for him.
Yeah, we'll see. Those knees, they got hands, but they might get knocked a little bit. I know Cody definitely made us think about it, but it looks like we are ready to go, getting into this game number 1.
Which, like, Jamnt0ast obviously very talented, but after playing Cody, you gotta be like, it's gotta be a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, come on. It'll be fine.
I mean, both characters like have the ability to smother Captain Falcon, so I mean, hopefully he can. He was finding it so hard to get out of that smothering from Fox, so hopefully he can find a way to play around these lasers against Jamnt0ast.
Ooh, instant stomps. I want to see the stomp the yards. Give it to me.
I'm trying to see some nair openings. I'm trying to see some like classic Captain Falcon stuff. Because I think we haven't seen that too much. It's been a lot like these like.
Ooh, almost lands a sheet combo, but not quite.
That down smash actually covers so much. It's so messed up.
Great conversion though to close out that stock number 1. A good start, looking pretty comfortable, and comfortable in the neutral as well.
Only taking 14%, which is like, ooh, though. Being at this low percent is kind of what Falco wants against Captain Falcon, because you can find conversions like those where it's just over.
Yeah.
So bringing it back to even very quickly here.
And that's the matchup. Both of these characters, you mentioned it earlier, super exploitable, very advantage heavy, and the nature of that is going to be a very high octane, high risk, high reward matchup.
I think this is the fast version of Fox Puff, where there's no real such thing as as like a stock lead.
Yeah. And we've been seeing that, especially from Fresh's side, I feel like all night, has had some of those stocks where it just blows through you in an instant. Here's an opportunity.
Ooh, such good weight on that. Ooh, that's going to be it.
There we go. It's that simple. One little clip in the corner and just converting the advantage state.
I mean, getting the upper hitbox is actually pretty hard. So him, with how consistent he's been doing it and like finding it on these edge blocks, especially while he's doing it in doubles as well, x2Freshx is just so good if you're off stage.
Ooh. Okay, managed just to get past that, a little bit of a funky ledge drop, but you know, it worked out okay. And there's those opening nairs.
You got to be really careful on platform versus Captain Falcon, because that's kind of where he wants you, because you can use the up air, you can do with not so much knee at that percent, but it's a lot of up air, and then if you get up air at really any percent that's not 0, you do just die.
Ooh, this is the F smash. Maybe could have gone for something a little bit slower.
Ooh, that's trades. That's messed up. Though that is kind of what Captain Falcon wants. Not Captain Falcon, Falco wants. It's like if you can kind of choose to play slower and catch approaches with turnaround up tilt or nair in place, and it's just kind of hope for good trades.
Speaking of nair in place, that shine to just get off me when you throw one out a little bit unsafely.
Ooh, such a good up tilt. That's the samest.
And we saw Fresh trying to do that against Cody earlier, but
the
angles are too good, yeah.
Guy doesn't miss. Ooh, a very good shine. CC shine at a dare. Also called stomp sometimes. Ooh. Edge guard situation. Every edge guard situation is just so scary in this matchup for both players. They can both be cheesed so easily by each other.
They're not going to connect there. The defense is starting to lock in from Jamnt0ast's side of things. Looking a little bit more aware of those approach options, but at the end of the day, these tech chases are just not working out in his favor.
He kept getting the wrong up air hitbox. If he got it where he wanted it and got it across stage, I think that could have been very easily to set. That drop down there would have been so good if x2Freshx has been doing the hack stashes he's been doing this for the character set. Ooh, that back at shield is so good.
Down to last stock. You said it. This is basically even at this point. Who can get that opening? Who can convert their advantage? Starting out on Jamnt0ast.
If Jamnt0ast can find a couple more of those openings, or there's like there's one really good one, especially at this low percent, like that, not going to be able to convert off it, with the missed out cancel.
Now we're slowing down a little bit. Those lasers starting to come out, but maybe was a little bit too risky with it.
I think he might have been hoping the up B to hit him into the stage and go for a spike, but...
Oh. Does not instant up B, so the downer does not connect. Still alive.
That's going to be such a good trade. Lived it, barely.
Still alive.
Jamnt0ast has been having some really tricky movement, but so is x2Freshx, especially on these platforms. That knee's not going to quite hit, but I think that's actually good because it made him drop shield thinking he was safe. And doesn't hold ledge long enough.
That was so close. The timing slightly off. just a frame or two away from taking this game number 1. And now you have to fight through the neutral one more time. The back air going to connect. Side special onto stage with a mix-up. Comes back with the up air in the end.
Being on platforms in this matchup is so bad for Falcon because its up air is just so, it just covers everything. And you can't really do it. And even if your shield, like you saw it on when he was on top platform, he got shield poked by back air and that caused that entire situation.
Whew. What a start to game number 1. You called it right before the break, right? It's going to be an exciting set, so told people not to go anywhere. Hello to those of you who still joining us here. Hope you're having a great time. Beak Bonk 2025. Lentini and Coda holding it down here. We're about to close out this top 8 set of qualifiers. Only one more remains to be crowned.
Top 8's looking to be a lot of fun. We got Cody. I believe we got Fiction. I can only assume. I believe Stiv's top 8. Hobo Bobo, the GOAT, Palouse rep, showing up for the region.
Very strong.
I don't know who was on the off-stream set, but I know there was some. I know it's Palouse either way, so I'm hyped. But we are gonna see going back to FD, which x2Freshx was not doing too bad in FD, because like I said, Captain Falcon still has a lot on this stage.
It's a very interesting stage.
Ooh, that up there was so good, and he's back into his tech chase situation. Guesses wrong, and that's gonna all you can do is Captain Falcon.
Oh, guesses right there, though. Those down airs in the corner have not been able to hit their mark too well. I'm very impressed with the defensive Captain Falcon stalls that we're seeing.
It seemed like x2Freshx was applying so much pressure, yet he was down so much. And now he's just down in basically an entire stock.
Jam a little bit more willing to throw out the lasers on this stage as well, and for good reason, because like, how are you going to deal with that short hop laser? Be real.
Yeah, you really just have nowhere else to go, and so that's just another reason why Falco is so good in this stage.
It's just tough.
And it allows any.
Ooh,
that's just cute. That's just the quick finisher.
Jamnt0ast maybe starting to make x2Freshx question this stage choice. Still have a chance to bring it back. We've seen Fresh bring back stuff like this in the past already during this block, but it's going to be hard.
Yeah, so I mean, this is honestly not too bad for x2Freshx, because if you do lose on this stage, you don't really have to go back to it. And you know, like, not to take him to the flatter stages.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's going to be a bad side B. That might just lead into death. Still down like an entire stock, but this could be the start of something, especially if he finds a good grab or dare here.
Ooh. Ooh.
Jamnt0ast just playing so disciplined, though. Ooh,
hey.
Another just F smash.
These conversions are dirty from Jamnt0ast. Able to get into those F smashes so well.
It's not like it's not even too bad to end these conversions early, because edge guarding Captain Falcon is just so.
It's so easy.
Yeah, it's pretty much 50-50 every time. So
I
like,
can see the level 1 CPU bot Armada shines in my head.
it's just like getting Captain Falcon off stage is just never bad for Falco, especially on this stage.
But I'm impressed with how well x2Freshx is able to stay alive as much as he does off stage.
You hate to see a weak knee there after he guesses right on the Tekken. Ooh, that could just be the stock.
Ooh.
And that is one more of those, and it's fairly even. It's just you can never be too confident in a stock lead. Honestly, just in this game, but especially in this matchup as well.
Ooh, he's off stage.
Such a good read, but up he gonna connect. Gonna allow him to get backstage a little more comfortably, but they're just gonna send him right back off.
And this is where Jamnt0ast can really thrive. He's got to land on the stage at some point, and every time he does, he just gets blown up for it.
Jamnt0ast seems way more disciplined this game, and maybe just that FD allows that and doesn't allow x2Freshx to play around as much. But he was locked in. He was playing that set professionally.
Yeah, that was very comfortable. Jamnt0ast getting on the board here, 1-1.
Now 1-1. This is a. I think this could go to game 5. I see this going the distance, especially with like FD out of the way.
Yeah, FD being out of the way is a big swing game. Already lost as your punishment for not winning game number 1.
That dodge was so good. Like getting grabbed against Captain Falcon can be very lethal.
These down air approaches from Jamnt0ast not working out yet, but again, it's so safe that it's not really like much of a risk-reward calculation when there's no risk. I'm just gonna shadow box and hope you run into it.
I kind of like this Dreamland pick from x2Freshx, because he's been so good at living to such high percents in these games, and especially in this matchup, that if he can live to those high percents and like get a lot of extra credits on these stocks, I think it'd be just a very good map pick for him.
The dash dance, and these double jumps coming out from Jamnt0ast. Again, another thing that is not getting punished. Being able to have that mix-up with impunity in the neutral means, why wouldn't I just double jump in your face over and over?
The confidence to just go to ledge there, no recovery, was so good from x2Freshx. And it didn't allow him to get too much off of it, but it just shows how in the head of Jamnt0ast he is. But here he is, like I said, living to 200. This map pick is really paying off for him.
It's about closing out. Is Jamnt0ast a closer?
That's such a good nair. Not going to be able to get too much off it, though.
Oh,
And up is going to kill at 213. Jesus.
wow, 213 on Captain Falcon. That's crazy.
I mean, we've been seeing it from x2Freshx all day, honestly. I think he just has like some of the best DI in the game, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely a piece of it. Between that and is able to utilize Captain Falcon's recovery tools as well as he can with such bad recovery tools.
I mean, and I think there's been a little bit of help from, especially last stock, Jamnt0ast kept getting the wrong hitboxes of Bear, it felt like.
Yes, that happened in the last game as well.
Which has been helpful a lot. Ooh, this could, hopefully he can close it out here. Fastball gonna make it tricky, and same with Wispy. Ooh, such a good back air coming out the early there. Not gonna get on stage though.
That's twice now in a row here where Jamnt0ast was able to get back another lease on life on this very unhealthy stock. And that trade, once again, not going to do it.
This map pick also coming back to bite him though, with Jamnt0ast also living very long. This could just be it though. There it is.
There we
Gonna
go.
close out with a simple second hit of nair.
129 on the stock. I know we say it's a game of stocks, but with things like that back air, goes to remind you just how fragile you can be at high percents.
He played that recovery so well. Like, Jamnt0ast kind of had to make a big commitment there to finish out that stock.
Ooh, great movement back onto the stage. A little bit of a fake out there. He set the bait earlier by throwing that out and not utilizing it, and that time committed, got back to stage, but great stuff to Jamnt0ast, closing it out anyway.
I am liking to see like this shift in Jamnt0ast gameplay to play a bit more reserved. Not just like sitting back and lasering, but just like being more aware of what x2Freshx is doing and not just letting him run around him as fast and abuse his Captain Falcon speed. And because that's shutting down Captain Falcon, not so much with lasers, but so much with your positioning, it's really how you win this matchup.
For sure. And even with like the lasers where they do come in, they put a timer on, they put pressure on your opponent to do something eventually.
Yeah, because like you just can't be taking the 3% in this matchup.
Ooh.
Like that. Like, this is just going to kill now because all the percents from the lasers. Oh, not going to get the edge guard though.
Wow, a little bit of a space there. Not able to get it. An opportunity here for x2Freshx.
That was such a bad upbeat. That's going to result in a stock, yeah. He wanted to snap to ledge, but it's just a little bit too low, so that just gives Captain Falcon basically free range to do whatever.
But that's going to be that stock either way. Still up 2 stocks to 1 on x2Freshx's counter pick here.
I wonder if we see Dreamland again if Jamnt0ast wins this.
I wouldn't be mad at it. It is, I feel like, helped x2Freshx come back more times than it's helped Jamnt0ast.
That is... I don't know.
Like, the one stock was really bad, but otherwise, like, that down air, it didn't matter what stage it was.
But this entire lead has kind of been made off of Jamnt0ast living to like 150 that first stock.
Also true. It goes both ways.
So,
And this is the calculus that, thankfully, we don't have to make, but x2Freshx probably will.
It's kind of just like the thought of, do I think this will happen again? And then if you do, then you kind of maybe want to go to FOD. I would be selecting FOD. I would be selecting the Pokemon would probably be terrible for Captain Falcon. But yeah, I would like to see an FOD here. Jamnt0ast.
Either way, you got one more chance here. One opportunity. Mom Spaghetti.
Ooh, Mute City based.
Yeah, run it. Mute City.
Home field advantage.
I was so confused by the Mute City visual as a kid because I'm like, the stage doesn't look like that.
Yeah, I feel like that's for a lot of them, to be fair. Especially Dreamland. Oh wait, we're going back to Dreamland. He's just standing still again. Jamnt0ast bring out the x2Freshx bring out the x2Freshx Classic. Ooh, such good shield pressure. Gonna find an opening. Though very good recognition on that laser to be able to jump out of it.
I'll be very curious to see throughout this game how much those blast zones affect each player.
I mean, they're obviously. I mean, we're already in a place where they could start affecting the match as they. x2Freshx could have took a quick 110. Ooh.
Oh no! Well, it didn't affect him.
It's not that bad. You know what? Any stage, I think he's SD in there.
Yeah, that was not the platform.
Maybe not Yoshi's.
Oh.
It seems like Jamnt0ast is being a bit more disciplined about picking his openings, and that allows Captain Falcon to really not get in at all.
It's definitely a balancing act of taking advantage of your offensive pressure and doing what you're talking about there, trying to keep safe, make your opponent overextend. What you mentioned on one of our sets earlier, if you sit for long enough, he's going to side B at you.
That's true.
And he hasn't side B, but he's definitely come running in.
Like even this entire oh, another SD, that sucks. But even that like entire sequence from Jamnt0ast started from just picking out his opening wiser and shielding, when I think normally in the first game he would have definitely went for like a back out of shield there, but instead he just wave dashed out, waited for x2Freshx to nail over him and was able to get a big punish off there. Ooh,
But you might be cooked.
x2Freshx making a lot of mistakes here.
Yeah, I think you're at that point in the set where it starts to get a little bit away from you. You have to overcommit. You have to take risks. And in doing so, it's so easy to make a mistake.
Falco is also one of those characters like Martha Sheik where punishing someone who's messing up a lot is very easy and you can lead to so much. Just a double back air, gonna steal the stock.
Beautiful spacing from Jamnt0ast to find that.
Back to 4 stocks to 1. This would be a mountain to climb for x2Freshx, but if any character can do it, it would be this one.
You give me 3 Johnny stocks in a row. It's always possible.
It is always possible, especially starting off with a quick knee. Hopefully, maybe we find a grab here. Good down tilt.
And every percent means so much here. When you see that, it's kind of like, oh well.
It's hard to come back from a quick 70.
Okay.
Reads it correct.
The ideas are there.
The ideas are there, but that double nair off platform was just so good from Jamnt0ast to cover literally almost everything. That's gonna be a 3-1. Jamnt0ast gonna make top 8. Yes, Jamnt0ast. Jamnt0ast.
So that should solidify our top 8, if I am not mistaken. Let's see here.
Brizzle over Trey the Trashman to make top 8. And x2Freshx over Pizza Tree.
Let's see. I'm trying to follow our last little bit we got here. I think there might have been a set that...
Yeah, it was x2Freshx Pizza Tree with x2Freshx 1.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, very exciting.
Congratulations to our players who made top 8.